Tell us more about the appeal by children to end the war in Syria.
As Hizbiyat was telling you that we are coming here carrying this message from the children of Syria, being the church, the whole church of Syria. We are not representing ourselves as the independent churches or divided churches. We are coming with holding the voice of the church in Syria, because we work together for Syria. We don't believe that we have any kind of differentiation between among the people of Syria. So our main concern is to carry the voice of the children, because they seek now, they are afraid of the future. They think that they are losing also their education, and it is very hard for them to live such a way of life. So this is what they wanted to tell you over here, not you personally, but we came in order to raise this voice of them and to tell the people all over the world that they have this strength if they can change any kind of situation in Syria, so that they can continue their life normally, and they have the opportunity to study, to learn, and also to live in peace with each other. So the process of peace is the main process which we need also at the same time. We're not coming for any political, let's say, reason to tell the people over here. I think the people know their role, and we have our own role, that we work for peace and reconciliation in Syria.
Thank you, Sensei. Next question is, what was the reaction by the officials when you delivered the letters to them?
Really, it was a very good experience for us to meet those high people all over where we were in Brussels and now in Geneva. And we had a very good idea about their way of thinking, their way of knowledge of what's happening in Syria. Although that they have different, let's say, ideas about the situation, but still we rely on their wisdom, and we think that if they work together and they can come to a common, let's say, state, that they can help us to stop this destructive war, because we are the people who are suffering over there. So we are carrying also at the same time the sufferings of the people. We are carrying at the same time the cries of the widows, and at the same time the wounded people and the old-aged people. We do our best in order that they can feel what's happening now in Syria, and this was very strange for us, because we didn't have such kind of a life before. Before the war, we were living peacefully together, and we were living this kind of life which is called the daily dialogue of life. So that in that way, I think that they could understand now more and more what we need and what we want, and we try to push them in order to find a political solution with all the parties who are now fighting each other in Syria, either from this side or the other side. This is what I think that they could understand, and they can work for that, and this is what they gave us the hope for the future.
From your point of view, is there a solution to end the war in Syria? And if so, what solution would that be?
Living in Syria, and we are also a part of the society of Syria, we are also one of the genuine people of Syria. We don't believe that there's no hope. We live, as Christians, of course, we live in hope. And this hope commands us, let's say, to be open to all the people over there and to try to find this solution. So this is why we are coming here. We are begging let's say, the world all over in order to find this kind of way of reconciliation and reconstruction of the country. We do not believe that we are going now to a case where we see Syria to be divided. We don't want any kind of thinking like that. I mean, so this is our hope, and we live in this hope that war will stop sooner or later, and we then come back to our normal life and work together in common in order to build our future and to build also the whole social life in Syria.